Tekken 8 is the first game in its franchise not to be released in the arcades. Now, this is pretty weird considering that Tekken started off in the arcades, as did many other fighting games. However, with the decline of arcade culture, fighting games have slowly been transitioning to home consoles. Nowadays, the most common way to pilot a character in a fighting game is with a controller, or a pad in fighting game terms. And if you dive deeper into the competitive side of these games, you will see a lot of these leverless controllers, which are basically just keyboards that are more ergonomically fit for fighting games. And last but not least, we have the arcade stick, the oldest controller out of the bunch and the controller most legacy players grew up with. The general consensus in the fighting game community is that the newcomers are leaning towards leverless controllers and that arcade sticks as a whole are dying. And the reason for this is because arcade sticks are arguably the worst controller out of the three. It's definitely the hardest controller to learn as it's the most unintuitive compared to most modern control schemes, but even looking at it straight up, moving with your fingers will ultimately be faster than moving with your wrist. But even still, something about the retroiness and the vibe of an arcade stick drew me in. Now, I've only recently gone into Tekken at the end of Tekken 7's lifespan and learned the game through pad, then made the switch to keyboard in Tekken 8. However, I've always been interested in fighting sticks. The sounds of an arcade lever and the smacking of those buttons just felt right for a fighting game. But I've never had the balls to commit to one. Until now. This is the Hori PlayStation 5 Fighting Stick Alpha, a present I got from Christmas. So now that I finally got one, I wondered how hard is it to actually learn the stick. Now, I'm not going to say I'm the greatest at Tekken. I'm very average as a casual player. I know some combos and have an idea of the fundamentals like poking, punishment, and movement, but have a hard time applying that to actual gameplay. So let's see, 1, if I can catch myself up to speed with the keyboard, and maybe 2, if I can somehow become better in a short amount of time. I shit you not, this was the first thing I did as soon as I loaded into the practice range for the first time with a stick. Yep, an electric. And then I couldn't replicate it, of course. But still, that's kind of crazy to me. So for the first day, I was really only in the lab trying to get comfortable with the new setup, trying to do my bread and butter combos, and just getting used to the movement with the stick. The first problem that I realized though was how the fuck do I actually hold the stick? I noticed that some people held it like a wine glass, but that felt pretty unnatural to me, so after experimenting with different grips, the main way I hold it is basically holding it like a regular glass, then using my thumb for left movements and the upper part of my hand using my wrist for right movements and diagonals. Then I would just use my thumb and middle finger for backdashes, which leads me into my first priority, the Korean backdash. The Korean backdash, or KBD, is a technique in Tekken to backdash faster. This is important because no matter how fast you input a double back command, you're limited to how fast backdashes can come out. However, the workaround people found out long ago was to do a backdash input and cancel out the animation with a crouch or down back, so you can input another backdash faster. In Tekken 8, they made the normal backdash much faster than 7, making it not as necessary to do, but it's still very useful to know for escaping situations and creating space. And to me, the KBD was an essential piece for movement in Tekken, which is why I decided to learn this first out of everything else that needed training. Now, when I was on leverless, there was a bunch of cheat methods to do a Korean backdash that made it so much easier and basically something that I didn't need to put too much time and effort into. Although I will admit they weren't the most optimal Korean backdashes in the world, they got the job done though. Now on arcade sticks, this was a bit of a learning curve. What I'm about to regurgitate is basically FDX's Korean backdash guide, so I'd highly recommend to watch that video if you're trying to learn how to do this. But what my training looked like is first starting off really slow by just trying out single cancels. What's nice about the arcade stick when doing this is that when releasing the down back input to go to neutral, the natural motion of the stick when letting go ends up sliding up and hitting the back input for free most of the time. So when in training this, I didn't really think about the individual inputs that heavily, but more of the motion of my fingers and wrist. Hold back, then bring the stick down, let go to neutral, then hold back again. Now, doing this motion was a lot easier for me on player 1 side because I had to do very minute movements with my thumb and middle finger. However, player 2 side was a nightmare because now you just had to brute force the motion with your wrist, which is less intuitive, and like I mentioned before, moving your whole wrist will be slower than your fingers. So ultimately, my KBD on player 2 was much slower. Another thing I quickly noticed was how sensitive these buttons are. Just resting my fingers on them could accidentally trigger them, and this messed me up so bad because sometimes when I'm trying to do a down 4-1 in neutral or a combo, I would accidentally just rip a rage art. Also, getting an up or up diagonal input on this thing was stupid hard. It was so awkward having to push up on the stick to get that up input, and to this day, I'm still not that comfortable inputting this motion that well. Alright, now that my complaints are out of the way, it's time to get some real fighting in. This is my friend Samu. He's pretty well versed in the fighting game genre, but just not Tekken or 3D fighters in general. So here are some sets with him, and hopefully I don't look like an absolute bot here. Oh, I did an electric, holy fuck. I don't think, well, it's not even out yet, so I doubt it. Oh, yeah. Oh.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that? Oh my god.
Yeah, you get it.
Psych. What the fuck? Oh, look at the backdash. Such an ass backdash.
What the fuck?
Dude, it's not doing what I need to do, bro. Why is it doing that move? Are you shitting me, bro? I think I've fallen for that at least like 6 times. Oh, great heavens.
That's crazy.
Yo, what is the punish? Oh!
Yeah, you get it popped.
Yeah, you die, bitch.
Dude, it's gonna work one of these
1-2
days.
combo. One of these days.
Yeah, we're gonna have a meaningful conversation while we're playing this, and I might just hit you with it while you're caught off guard.
Oh, hell no. I spent day 2 putting in some more reps in the range, making sure I was comfortable doing combos though. Then I worked on my player 2 side, which at the time was a coin flip for me in terms of comfortability. This is because I had a way stronger backdash on player 1 side, but a hard time doing electric inputs for a God Fist and War God kick. But on player 2, I was way more comfortable getting electrics out, but my backdash severely suffered on that side. So I spent a lot of time on player 2 side today trying to get this brutal KBD motion down. Also, I didn't mention this in the first day, but I did change the ball top of my stick. I ordered a bat top just to see which I would like better. Modding this was very daunting to do though, because opening up the case and seeing all this complicated wiring and parts freaked me out. But the actual process of changing the ball top was pretty simple. Take a flathead screwdriver, hold the base of the stick, then twist out the ball top on the other side, and it'll come right off. Then just twist in the new top and you're done. Not too bad for a first mod. After all this, I finally got the courage to play some quick matches. Yes, not ranked, not quite yet. I'm still too pussy for that. Anyways, let's hop in and play some more real people today instead of just being stuck in training. Alright, so our first game is with a beginner Heihachi, 5k Proush. They should be pretty new to the game, and okay, bro's not new. This was also my first time playing Heihachi in Tekken 8. I took a break around when he came out, so I didn't know about all of his new tricks like his high guard break and his hell sweep not being a legit hell sweep, but being duckable after the first hit. Stuff I learned about the matchup later on. And so I get trashed on. Not too terribly. Okay, yeah, terribly. Moving on though, our next game is Lydia. Fuck! Another DLC character I know nothing about. Damn it. The second day was pretty much just all about me getting my ass handed to me. I got fucked. Which was to be expected after just picking up a whole new controller. But goddamn, I am ass. I got really busy these days, so I wasn't able to do much on day 3 and 4. The most was maybe like 20 minutes in the training range, so unfortunate there, but we gotta move on. Alright, now is where the real challenge begins, because this is where I start my ranked rush to see how far I can get in this ranking system in the remaining days I set for myself. I start off in Garyu with my peak only being Shiryu, so let's see how this goes.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh shit, bro. I do not know what this guy is. Oh my god, I just ran into it. Let's do that one time.
think you can duck that. His head.
Can I duck this? Yep.
Okay, he's ducking a lot. Maybe just gonna get over. Oh, yes! Oh, you got it. He's scared, he's worried. His heart is racing. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's it. If he did, like, he's gonna do the
He's on him.
Oh my gosh!
No, you knew it was
worth a
coming.
try. It was worth a try.
Bro, I have no heals. Where's our healer?
No.
I would have
that,
said.
bro.
Wait, this game's easy.
Wait, hold on. 1 plus 2, and then punish low.
Wait, this game is
Man.
really easy.
Holy shit! I'm
What are we
overthinking
doing?
it. I'm overthinking it. That's punishable. Denial.
You know what's coming, dude.
Ah.
No way that you can hide from the best. I'm a mess. I body anything that take a breath. On my left is Apollo body bigger than myself, and on my right is 100 scared souls screaming hell. And they scattered trying to get away, but they gon' meet they in the day, cause ain't no way they ever had a chance to contend with me. Cause see, I kill them all. I could kill them all. It's either me or them, and my blood ain't about to spill it all. Cause I'm the hunter, not the hunted. And for an enemy, I guarantee that they don't want me. It's something just a little different by how I run.
Kujin by 10:30 tonight. It's right there.
Dude, it's so broken. Like, you get vitamin D without, like...
Wow. Nice. So that's a cheat code.
That's what I'm saying. This is what we do.
Get it before they come.
They're like, guys, get it. Shit. How he knows?
How the hell does he know that?
Yo, bro,
He bro added that to the bag. He think that was confidence.
crazy, but you use the glitch merchant. That's how I was like,
What the hell is this reaction?
Candle wax, that's how I melt them down. My aim flawless. I never mess around. Move at the
Bro, this guy doesn't even need kills, bro. Let
In
him...
other words, you against me, then you going down. I said I kill them all. I could kill them all. I got more bodies than the
Yes,
morgue.
sir,
Now who next to
Steve.
fall? Who next to find out what it's like for them to hit the wall? So hard that when I'm done, ain't nothing left at all.
I play Suicide Squad.
Tekken 7 right now. Plus 1. Now he was about to heat smash on me as well. Promoted to Flame Ruler.
Yep.
A lot of that.
I'm cooked.
Oh, interrupter. Lost flat.
so optimal.
It's punishable for sure.
What a combo.
Oh,
What a combo.
oh, nice low parry. Whoa. Oh! Oh! What the hell was that? Yo! So, yep, after 7 days, I was able to reach Fujin on my main Reina. Now, does this PNG represent my skill in this game at all? Fuck no. I absolutely spammed frame traps on people who didn't know the matchup and got on a lucky 13 game win streak. I do not doubt once that when I hop back into ranked, I will immediately demote. That being said though, this is still the highest rank I've been on this game, and I did that while learning how to pilot a whole new controller, so that's pretty cool to me. Also, shout out to my boy Specco. He helped me a lot throughout this week by coaching me during ranked. I also ran hella sets with him and was able to practice without having to submit myself to ranked every time. He's a Tekken God Supreme Paul player and will destroy me 9.99 times out of 10, but you know, it's always good to learn from someone way better than you. Now the question is, will I continue to play stick? Yes, I will. In fact, while editing this video, I have been using it since, and would like to say I've gotten somewhat better than my initial week. I really like how the stick feels when playing. It fixes my terrible posture while feeling nice and weighty on my lap. Also, learning the arcade stick has made me relearn the game in a sense. It's allowed me to get rid of my old bad habits and obviously learn some new bad habits, but the best thing about it is that I want to learn more with an arcade stick. When playing on keyboard, my player 2 side was absolutely horrendous, but I had no motivation to fix that issue whatsoever. However, on stick, I just had fun learning the techniques, doing the boring stuff, and having fun with the process of learning. There were many times throughout playing though, where I thought if I just switched to leverless, I wouldn't be missing any combos, I wouldn't have any miss inputs, and I just have a more consistent backdash overall. But I'm so glad I stuck with it because I really enjoy using a lever now. So is this something you should pick up yourself? Honestly, you should really only switch if you're really interested in using an arcade stick and can commit to one. There's no real advantage over other options, and it can be a big investment for something you potentially might not like. Is it harder to learn than a pad or leverless? Probably, since most people are more familiar with those types of controllers already. But it really just depends. If fighting sticks interests you in any way, and you're willing to put in the effort to suck for a while and relearn many game mechanics, then I'd say go for it. It's a really fun controller and makes Tekken or any fighting game feel very different. But that just wraps up my initial week of learning the arcade stick. I don't really make FGC content, this was kind of just a fun little side thing I wanted to do, but if you care about other games or just want to follow me, or potentially if I do make more FGC content, I am planning on streaming on Twitch soon when I get some more free time, and subscribe if you want to see other content I plan to create. Alright, that's pretty much it. See you.